Good morning, y'all. Welcome to Puerto Rico. I've been here for almost 2 weeks, but I'm just making a video now. It kind of fell behind. I've been really focused on TikTok and on writing, so I haven't been as focused on YouTube. My apologies, but I appreciate everyone who's subscribed and who's watching. Some thoughts on Puerto Rico. So I love it here. I'm living in Aguadilla. The only big knock is it's kind of expensive, at least on a short-term basis. Like, this isn't an expensive place. Food is much cheaper than Barbados. The surfing is better than Barbados. But my apartment, I'm paying about $1,800 a month for a one-bedroom. That's not that nice. And this is on a month-to-month basis. Renting a car in Barbados costs about $800. Here, it's closer to like $1,400 or something like that. So definitely more expensive. I'm having a blast though. The waves have been big. We're about to go surfing right now. I'm here with my girlfriend Lori, my buddy from high school Eric, and his girlfriend Santina, and you'll get to meet them. We're having a great time. It's been a real blast, and I'm excited to show it to you. So let's get this started and let's hit the road. All right, so we are at Maria's in Rincon right now. We're about to go out surfing, and this is the break behind me. I'll zoom in a second. I was out here with my friend Tiana. Shout out to Tiana, who I met in Barbados, and there were like 10 to 15 foot waves. It's huge, way too big for me, but I was out there and I was splashing around, and I caught earlier in the day, this was 2 days ago, I probably caught some like 6 to 9 foot waves, so some pretty big waves from my standards. But I want to introduce you to my buddy Eric, who's here. Eric and I met back in high school. Been living in Boston like whole life essentially. Take me through like moving here, what it's been like what some of your concerns were. Just like, you can riff however you want, but how's your experience been?
Yeah, so far it's been great. It was pretty intimidating at first. Like Kim just said, moving from Boston, a place that I lived in my entire life, to, you know, an island out in the middle there, just surfing is a completely different lifestyle from the 9 to 5 that I've been working for. So it took some getting used to, but now it's wonderful. You wake up just a higher quality of life in general. Look at us now, we're about to go surf some 5-6 foot waves, get back, we'll do some work. Ultimately, the best part so far has been just the freedom of mind. You actually have time to concentrate on your passions, and you're not bogged down by day-to-day stuff that is really unimportant. So life's good. We're got into some meditation, surfing. I'm still learning. I wasn't out there with Cam catching the 10 to 15 foot waves, but this is more my speed.
I was just there. I was just there like in a wave pool bobbing around. Sweet.
Yeah.
Haven't been doing like a lot of working. Honestly, since I've been here for about 2 weeks, I've probably been spending like 4 hours a day at the beach, either surfing or just hanging out at the beach. And it's been great, like being out in nature, exercising. I feel amazing, and life is very good. And yeah, thank you if you're watching. Shout out to you, shout out to all my Bajans out there. Love y'all, Chefette, always in my heart. Let's go do some surfing. We just got out of the water. Waves were pretty good. Small, like 2 to 4 feet, 2 to 4.5, 5 feet. Caught some small ones. I'm working on my pumping and turning. Hopefully, if you watch it, you can see I'm getting a little bit better than my time in Barbados, like slowly, day by day. But having a good time. Eric was out there catching some waves. And we're about to go get food from my favorite place in Puerto Rico. The best ribs I've ever had, probably the best pork chop I've also ever had. Unbelievable. Taking you there now. I just ordered 2 chickens, a thing of ribs, and a pork chop. Eric got a lot of food too. We are loaded up, we're going home. I'll give you a tour of my apartment and we're gonna feast. And you'll probably meet Santina and we'll say hello to my girlfriend Lori. Away we go. All right, so this is the apartment here. This is the crew behind me. Santina, Lori, Eric. I'll give you a quick tour and then we'll feast. This is, you got a little closet, a little bedroom, super messy. We're giving it to you raw here. No filters. The bathroom. I mean, it's not crazy nice. I said it, like, we're paying $1,800 a month. Barbados, it was $1,400 for a 2-bedroom, which was on the cheaper side. Here, this is about as cheap as you could get without having like a bad place. Is what it is. Puerto Rico is kind of an odd thing where real estate's really cheap to buy. Long-term rental is really cheap. Airbnb is super expensive. So something to know, like if you try to rent longer term, you can pay $500 a month, $600 a month, or we're paying $1,800. So something to know. These are the ribs. Eric, how are we doing? How are these tasting?
Unbelievable.
This is what, the sweet potato right here?
The sweet potato.
Which is
phenomenal.
So good. Rice, more ribs, ribs and rice. Lori. So this is the pork chop. Oh my God. I love the food here. It's, Eric, how do you describe this food?
Oh my God. Mouth-watering.
The way, I think that's charcoal, right? They have a charcoal grill and it all smokes up and it's just like, just so good. This is the rib.
I have those cooking on the giant rotisserie over and over again. They start at 4 a.m.
Yeah, she said start at 4 a.m. They open at 8 a.m. They close at 3 p.m. And so I guess people just roll in there all morning, grab food for lunch. I mean, we just load it up so I can just sit around and eat all day. Just feast on their meats. It's unbelievable. If I could have one restaurant travel with me around the world, I think it might be them. So shout out to Rancho Carbone Express in, I think it's in Aguada, like right outside of Rincon. It's freaking amazing. I am obsessed. It's great. The simple joys in life, baby. Woo! So I spent most of the midday meditated and then just relaxed and then did a little bit of work, did some writing. And we're now back at the beach in Rincon. We just drove about 40 minutes, come back to the beach where we surfed this morning at Maria's. So I'm gonna head back out there. One thought for anyone watching, something I've realized in my life is, like, if I'm feeling off, it's frequently because I'm not doing one of 4 things in my life, which is sleeping enough, meditating, getting exercise, or being out in nature. So if you aren't feeling great in your life, whether right in this moment or in general, like if you feel off, if you're going through a rough patch, I challenge you to think about those 4 things. And depending on your habits, you can also think about how you're eating and how you're drinking as well. So sleeping, meditating, being out in nature, exercising, eating, sleeping, it's kind of a checklist to go through. Like if you're not feeling good in this moment, to think about those. So I'll leave you with that. We're gonna go out surfing. Eric's here. Our friend Tiana is also coming, and we're gonna go splash around. See you out there. So we just finished surfing. I'm here at the fish house. We got Lori, Tiana, Eric's behind me. Tiana here. So I want to introduce Tiana. So Tiana, how long have you been traveling for? Give us your quick travel story in a nutshell.
Exactly 1 year and 2 weeks.
Okay.
Since COVID started.
And you're working? And you're working?
Yes, I was working in New York City. I'm still working, but day 1 of quarantine, I bought tickets and never been back. Since then, I've been traveling.
And what do you love about it the most?
Meeting awesome people, eating great food, and surfing every single day.
So Tiana surfs a lot. Like we met in Barbados. Now we're here in Puerto Rico, and she basically convinced all of us to go to Cabo as well, where we're heading in a couple weeks.
Yes.
When you first, when you were about to start traveling, what were some, did you have any concerns? Were there any mental blocks that you had to overcome, or what was top of mind when you first started traveling?
Honestly, no hurdles, no mental hurdles for sure. I always wanted to do it, but office job always kind of put me in a box. So finally I just feel free to do what I want while working. So honestly, it's been just freaking great. Love it.
Love it. Any tips for people who are currently working remotely and thinking about traveling but are I don't know if I should do it? What advice do you have?
Do it because you're young, you're capable of doing it, you probably can afford to do it. And if you're working remotely, why not? Why would you sit in your apartment? You can enjoy this.
Awesome. Thank you very much. That is going to wrap up the vlog. This is a day in my life in Puerto Rico. I appreciate you watching. Much love to you, to your family, and I hope to see you somewhere in the world. Give me a thumbs up, a subscription if you're enjoying the content, and I hope you're having an awesome day, night, wherever you are. Have a good one.